Good evening. Thank you for joining us for our Virtual Academy Community Town Hall Information Night. We are excited for you to learn about our Virtual Academy and what way it may be the perfect fit for your student. I'd like to first introduce our Virtual Academy staff. I'm Amanda Plukas, the K-8 coordinator. We also have with us Stephen Boulier, the high school coordinator, and Morgan Bone, our administrative assistant. The P-CCS Virtual Academy for the 21-22 school year is a premier online learning option for our students, grade K-12. We are excited to continue enhancing the Virtual Academy with our professional development, incorporating best practices in virtual learning for our students. What really sets apart our Virtual Academy and makes it a premier program is our curriculum development and delivery. All of our courses and grade level curriculum is P-CCS developed, and it is taught by our P-CCS teachers through Canvas, which is our learning management system. Students have the opportunity to engage in both synchronous and asynchronous activities. Those synchronous activities is when we learn online through online instruction taking place via Canvas, Zoom, live discussion boards, or other real-time venues or applications that are presented to our students. Our asynchronous learning time involves self-guided lessons to be completed by our students independently. All P-CCS Virtual Academy students should plan to do asynchronous learning throughout their day. For our elementary and middle school students, we will have scheduled synchronous instruction available to them for approximately 3 hours per day, which will give them screen time with their teacher and other classmates for approximately 3 hours. Students will be online with others in their class, allowing for collaborative work and direct interaction with their teachers and peers. Our students will be given a consistent learning schedule, which will include device-free breaks and flexible times for students to meet virtually in smaller groups. In middle school, our exploratory class offerings will be based on enrollment. Students are eligible to participate in all after-school extracurricular activities and sports. For our K-5 students, our specials classes are included throughout the week. For our K-8 students, there will be times that they are required to attend a classroom environment, and that will be to take state testing, which must be done on site. This includes the M-STEP and the PSAT. For our high school Virtual Academy students, they will engage in a combination of synchronous and asynchronous learning experiences throughout their day based on their course schedules and the course requirements. Their course schedules will include the school day start and end times and class periods, which will mirror the daily schedule implemented at the park. All state assessments must be taken on site. This will include M-STEP, PSAT, and SAT. Our students are also eligible to participate in all after-school extracurricular activities and sports, which we all know at the park is plenty. Our enrollment window. All families in P-CCS will be emailed an enrollment form on April 12th. All families must complete this form, whether they are choosing traditional in-person learning for the 21-22 school year or virtual academy. It is necessary for all families to make this enrollment decision during this window to properly staff our classes and ensure our students' success in the upcoming school year. These forms must be completed by April 17th at 4 p.m. We do not anticipate another enrollment window prior to the start of the school year. If students elect the Virtual Academy, they will not be able to return to in-person classes for the duration of the semester or trimester during which they are enrolled in the P-CCS Virtual Academy. There will be an open transfer for students, which will be held at the end of the semester or trimester. Any requests to move outside of this window will be considered under extenuating circumstances through our formal transfer request process. I would now like to introduce Stephen Boulier, our high school coordinator, and turn it over to him.
It really helps to have me off mute. I was just so excited to get started talking that I just started talking without unmuting myself. But my name is Stephen Boulier, and I am super excited to be your coordinator for the high school. I look forward to working with you and parents and students in a collaborative environment. But how do we know if it is a good fit for students? Well, students should have 4 key elements. First, they need good time management skills. This is the ability to parcel out the day and make sure that you are online when you are supposed to, doing work when you are supposed to, and turning in work on time. Second, you have to have good communication skills. You have to be able to ask your teacher questions or your administrator questions when times might be a little difficult. You must have independent study skills. That means setting aside all the distractions from your home and getting work done when it is necessary. And finally, and probably most important, you need self-motivation. That you are at home, and sometimes there are things at home that can be so much more fun than doing your schoolwork, but you must set that aside and be motivated to get that work done. So what do students need to prepare for the virtual academy? A student can be prepared for the virtual academy by the first suggestion is to set up a quiet workspace free of distractions. This is critical. The last thing you want is the TV blaring or the music so loud that it's very difficult to concentrate. So you want that quiet place. Second, it is crucial to attend a virtual academy orientation. This is going to outline all the expectations, give you all the tips and the tools necessary for you to be successful. Third, set solid, realistic expectation and goals. By the end of the day, you want to make sure that you have this work done, study for this test. You want to set goals because you need to know what you need to work on. Fourth, establish a routine for work on courses each day. Oftentimes, the successful students will tell you that once they get into that rhythm, that's when success really starts kicking in. And finally, maintain a consistent study class schedule. So the student expectations, these are the things that we look for in our students. First, as we already mentioned, you must attend an orientation. Again, this is going to provide you all the necessary information for you to be successful. Second, you have to work consistently online and complete the course by the posted end date. That is crucial. Third, read messages daily. Sometimes teachers are going to send you multiple emails to make sure that you have all the necessary information that you need, and you need to make sure that you're reading them. Next, complete the weekly check-ins with their teachers. Attendance is still mandatory even in the virtual setting. Attend all required synchronous sessions. Again, this is going to give you all the information that you need for any particular class, especially for math, science, social studies, English, foreign language. And so you need to make sure that you are listening to the lectures by your instructors. Review all graded assignments. Teachers spend a lot of time looking at your work and grading it, and this is the best way for you to learn. Next, be honest and do your own work. We all know that there's plentiful information out on the internet, but you need to make sure that all the work that you turn in is yours and yours alone. Next, it is expected that you will take all state assessments and district assessments and final exams. This includes NWEA, PSAT, SAT, MSTEP, and others. Next, you are expected to work at least 5 hours per week per course. This is what you would be doing if you were face-to-face. And finally, follow the course schedule each week. So the parent expectations that a parent-student partnership is critical in the success of any student, whether you are virtual or if you're face-to-face, that we would like parents to attend an orientation at least once a year so you, as well as your student, know what is exactly is expected. Use the Virtual Academy website to find resources and answers to questions that you may have. It is up and running and it is plentiful with all the necessary information. Next, encourage your students to stay on pace and complete the weekly assignments. Next, check student progress weekly in both MyStar and Canvas. If you see a 0, especially early on, that's going to send up some red flags. And we are hoping that parents would be a solid partner and help motivate the student to make sure that assignments are turned in. Next, help their student meet deadlines and keep a weekly pacing guide. Also, help ensure that the student is doing his or her own work, as we discussed in the previous slide. And finally, help their student to remember to log in for synchronous sessions. Just note that parents should not be the teacher of the course, but rather the at-home monitor, motivator, and supporter for their student. So we asked parents to ask questions, and here are the answers to these questions. And again, if we do not answer any question to your expectations, please visit our website where you can get all of our contact information, and please feel free to send us in any other question. What will the VA schedule look like next year? Daily schedules are in process. We're working with teachers and following best practices for virtual learning. Screen time will be held to a minimum where possible. Another parent asks, what is the format for the orientation? Orientations will be held virtually or by assessing a video very similar to what you are viewing right now. Another parent asks, will the virtual academy continue beyond next year? It is the intention that P-CCS will continue offering the virtual academy now and indefinitely into the foreseeable future. Will teachers teach in both the VA and in person? This is a tough question to answer, but right now VA staffing is based on enrollment numbers. Ideally, VA will be fully staffed without sharing teachers with an in-person learning. Another parent asked, will NWEA testing continue to be taken remotely? NWEA testing will be conducted remotely. Only the state mandated testing such as PSAT, SAT, MSTEP, as well as ACT work keys for 11th graders and qualifying seniors will be required in person. So I'd like to then turn it back over to Amanda, who'd like to answer the other questions.
Another question we received is, what will the VA calendar and discipline look like? The Virtual Academy does follow the district calendar and our student code of conduct. So any questions or any concerns regarding how things are handled should be consulted in the student code of conduct. And anytime there is a district break or a professional development day, we will follow that same district calendar's in-person learning. Someone asked, how does tag testing work for VA students? Our VA students follow the same testing procedure as the in-person students for tag, so please consult the district website for more information regarding tag and tag testing. Another question is, when does the VA have conferences? Again, we follow the district calendar, and we will hold fall conferences virtually when it is held for the rest of the district. And the last question we received was, can my student stay in IB or other PCCS academies within Virtual Academy? At this time, those specialized programs will be available only based on enrollment interest. So we would like to thank you again for taking the time to listen to our Virtual Academy Town Hall, and hopefully you got the information that you needed that will help you make a decision regarding Virtual Academy for your student. If you need any additional information, please visit our webpage on the district website. Thank you again, and have a great night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.